In this video, we're going to talk about how do I listen to attributes that change on a custom element and how can I implement functionality when that attribute changes. So in this example, you can see that we have a very simple component. It's called myComponent and it has a data-dash attribute called test and it points to hello world. And what I want to be able to do here is that when I change this attribute, it will update the text content of this component. So I'm just going to change this to greetings. And now that it's changed, you can see that the text content has changed to greetings. What does this buy me? It buys me the fact that any external force might change the attribute of my component based on a required desire it has my component to adjust to. The component sees that this attribute changed and then makes the necessary changes. Let's go and have a look at how we did that. As you can see, I've got a very simple component here and it only has two parts to it. The first part is a static read-only property called observed attributes, and reserved attributes returns an array of attribute names that you want to listen to. So if I have multiple attributes that I want to be able to define, I can just append this array with the other attribute names, but in this case we're just interested in the data test change. This is stock standard web component functionality, so by the way, so you can just go and check the documentation for this as well. The second part is an attribute change callback function. This is part of the web component standard as well, and it will pass you on three parameters: the name of the attribute that changed, the old name, and the new name. What we are doing here is we're saying that this component's text content is equal to whatever the new attribute value data was. How does this work? When the component starts its life cycle, the DOM picks up this and says, are there any attributes that you would like to be notified if it changes? And then when it does change, the DOM will then call this function of yours, tell you what the attribute was, what the old value was, and now what the new value is, and you can adjust as you need to. And it's really as simple as that.